when Hercules brought the naval supply ship, Krakatoa, into the naval yard. The naval inspector on duty that day was a tough little tug named BLUENOSE.
All right, stand off, Hercules. I've got an inspection to perform on that vessel.
She's all yours, BLUENOSE. I'm late for my next job across the harbor.
Sorry, Hercules. Can't leave yet.
What's that?
Rule 16C. A tug shall not leave a docked vessel until inspection is completed.
Nobody's enforced that rule for years.
Well, when I'm on duty, we do things by the rule book.
Well, when I'm on duty, I do my jobs on time, and I'm already late for the next one.
Leaving the scene of an inspection! Rule 29 double F! Ooh, you could spend 2 days in dry dock for this!
Nearby, Otis was waiting for the ship he was supposed to tow in.
First time I had a tow that didn't show. Where could that tanker be?
Move on, Otis. There's no loitering outside the naval yard.
But
Rule 8B. No loitering. Move on before I get back.
Rule 8B? Never heard of it.
Shortly after that, BLUENOSE was towing a Navy barge.
Top secret supplies coming through. Make way.
I'll have my fuel barge out of the way in a sec, BLUENOSE. I'm tangled in the buoy line.
Too bad, 10 cents. The Navy waits for no one. Rule 34J.
But BLUENOSE, it's a fuel barge. You could throw a spark and cause a fire.
The only thing I'm gonna throw at you is the rule book for clogging the waterways. Now make way, unless you want to spend a couple of days in dry dock.
Oh, there's nothing worse than a bossy boat.
I heard that. Insulting a naval vessel. That's a violation of Rule 19J.
After that, it was Big Stack's turn to deal with BLUENOSE.
Big Stack, have you seen Grampus?
Yes, I have.
I need him at the naval yard.
I thought it was his day off.
It was his day off.
Here I am.
Grampus, report to the naval yard on the double.
But it's my day off.
According to Rule 23Q, all days off can be canceled without notice. Oh, you can squirt water at me, but you can't throw water on the rule book. A rule's a rule. Now, get over to the yard or I'll have you thrown in dry dock for spitting water on an officer.
After that, the Star Tugs got together and traded stories about BLUENOSE.
I don't like the way he bosses us around.
But you can't argue with him. He's got the rule book on his side.
I know a rule's a rule, but he doesn't give us any slack.
And the way he treated Grampus, well, I wouldn't put up with it.
I say we don't put up with it.
You mean go on strike?
Right. We'll refuse to do any more work for the Navy Yard.
No more work for the Navy Yard!
Until BLUENOSE becomes an officer and a gentleman.
Hear, hear!
The Star Tugs kept their promise. Next time the Navy Yard offered them work, they refused it. They were on strike until BLUENOSE got his bossy nose out of the rule book and started being nicer to everyone. Well, BLUENOSE was not about to change his ways. Rules were rules, and it was his job to enforce them. But sometimes disagreements get patched up in the strangest ways. A few nights later, BLUENOSE had rounded up a stray barge, but it got away from him. It collided with a barge of explosives and started a fire.
Fire!
10 Cents and Otis heard his cry as the fire quickly spread. By the time Otis and 10 Cents got there, BLUENOSE was trapped.
Help!
BLUENOSE, where are you?
I'm trapped!
I can't get in from this side! The fire's too hot!
I see an opening. I'm going in.
You've only got one chance to snag him, 10 Cents! Make it good!
I got you.
Had a tug, 10 Cents!
Oh, you're a hero, 10 Cents! I'm putting you up for the Harbor Medal of Honor.
Although BLUENOSE was rescued, there was still a fire to put out. The tugs worked all night fighting the fire, and by morning, they had put it out, and no one was hurt.
For saving my stern and dousing the fire, I promise you'll all be awarded medals.
And understand that while you've got a job to do, so do we.
I wouldn't mind an apology myself.
All right. I'm sorry. In the future, I'll try not to be so bossy. What? Grampus, what are you doing?
Sorry, BLUENOSE. Gotta take you to dry dock.
Dry dock? What did I do wrong?
Well, nothing. Rule 63P. Any vessel exposed to fire shall undergo a complete inspection, stem to stern.
But I feel fine.
Sorry, sir. Rules are rules.
At least save me the embarrassment of being towed in. I can make it on my own steam.
64Q.
Since when did you become such an expert?
Since you made me take your course, the rule book.